In the fall of 1974, my wife Vicki and I arrived on the campus of New Brunswick Seminary. I was to become a student here, and Vicki was to become a student at Douglas College at Rutgers University. It was more than 40 years ago, and we found a community that was remarkably different than the one we found when we returned a decade ago, when I became president of the institution. In 1974, New Brunswick Seminary was a homogeneous community. Most of the members of the community were white and male. Most of the students were right out of college and had come to the seminary to begin their first ministry a few years later. Most lived on campus. That's what the seminary looked like in 1974. Indeed, it was what the seminary looked like in 1874, a century before. But now here we are, more than 40 years later, and what we discover is a seminary that is remarkably and richly diverse. Most of our students now are commuters. Many of them are second career and bivocational. Many of our students are people of color, almost 70%. More than half of our students are women, and 1 out of every 5 were born outside of the United States. This is an amazing community, a richly diverse one that intrigues me and challenges me every day that I serve here. So this is who we've become. Who is God calling us to become as we move forward? The richly diverse community that I found 10 years ago has now become even more so. Not only is our student body diverse, but now our staff and our faculty and our board of trustees reflect the diversity of our student body. We ask deep and abiding questions. What is best for the cities of this nation and of the world? We find ourselves in the heart of the city with the city on our heart. Who's in the room when important decisions get made? Who is privileged? Who has power? These are difficult questions that we face day in and day out as we become the seminary God is calling us to become. We invite you. We invite you to become a member, a part of this family, of this community of faith and learning. We hope that you will find this also a challenging and intriguing place, a place where God will call you and form you and send you out into the world to serve as part of God's mission.